if you are a limited company and you've made losses to the point that you can't carry on, you've got no cash reserves and you've got no way of raising cash, and basically you owe more money than you have, then you're in a dangerous place, and you could end up being insolvent and going to liquidation. And at the moment, there must be a lot of people out there worried about going to liquidation. So all I'll say is, like with everything, just slow down, pause, take a breath, because going into liquidation doesn't mean that you're going to go to prison, and it doesn't mean that you're going to die. What it means is that the business has got to stop, and it gives you a chance to regroup yourself. Remember, if you die, you can't carry on, but you can always start a new business, or you can always come to some agreement with creditors. You can always pause. And liquidation just means that any assets belonging to the company will go, and it won't mean that you've ended up with a lot of debt, provided you've not been naughty. And even then, there's wriggle room. But if you've got a company that you're fearing is you can't trade anymore, and you're worried about getting into all sorts of trouble, then don't worry about being put into liquidation or declaring the company insolvent and going that way. It's not so terrible. It's only bad if you've been fiddling the books and stuff, or other people. And it's a similar thing with personal bankruptcy. Personal bankruptcy will it'll stay there for a year. You'll be bankrupt for a year, providing there's no nonsense going on. And after the year, all your debts are wiped clean, and you can start again. It doesn't do your credit history any good. It's not the most pleasant of experience, but it's something that if you're worried about, it's not as bad as you think, and it can be taken care of. And like always, whether you're a client or not, if you're a bit worried about being in this situation, you can give me a ring and I'll go through in more detail on an individual basis of how the business is going and what maybe your options are. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got big firms like Debenhams now closing down, or certainly a lot of their stores. I mean, that's been going on for a long time now, and I didn't understand why it was bought out in the first place. Personally, I believe it, anyone buying a company like that, whose days are numbered anyway, they're doing it because there's some sort of tax benefit for them, or they're trying to get rid of some dead stock cheap, or they're just trying to be clever clogs, or there's some other agenda going on. But if a business like Debenhams has been failing for years and years and years, and it keeps being propped up by introduction of new cash, so the investors and the shareholders, they're the ones being scammed, or no, that's not fair to say, they're the ones making bad decisions. At the end of the day, if Debenhams was mine, I would convert the top floors to like hotels and guest places and maybe even apartments, and have more boutique places all over the rest of the remaining space. And certainly I'd bring in some more smaller firms, like a boutique marketplace, because I think that's what people want. Nice showrooms, not big rambling stores selling everything that people can get online easier and generally cheaper as well. I don't know. I mean, I quite like Debenhams, but I like it because there's a coffee shop upstairs, not because I find anything interesting to buy. It's all the same old stuff anyway. So that's with Debenhams. But even down to people are losing footholds at the moment, and when it's a big firm, I'm quite happy about it, except for potential job losses. But those job losses can often be replaced by people going to become self-employed themselves, or finding other areas that are booming, because it's mainly the leisure and retail sector that is affecting, which I'm heavily involved with. So I'm, from a personal basis, not great for me either. But at the end of the day, people will find other businesses, and there are other businesses, and I see clients moving into them rather than just the bricks and mortar retail.